You might have wondered if you can have a weekend away in an electric vehicle. This is the 62 kilowatt hour E+ Nissan LEAF, and we're going to travel 1,000 k's over 3 days, and we're going to have some fun along the way. You can say goodbye to the traditional Aussie long weekend away and say hello to the electric vehicle getaway. Welcome to EV for me. We're on the road, people, and it's the October long weekend in Australia, and we've decided to get out of Canberra for a couple of days. This episode was suggested by one of our YouTube subscribers, Nobody Famous, and he said we should do a 1,000-kilometre challenge. So that's basically what we're doing over the next 3 days in the long weekend. And where are we going today, being Saturday, Kaz?
We're going to my hometown of Wagga Wagga for a quick recharge and lunch.
So that's 240 kilometres away. And what's our next stop after that?
Next stop is Hay for another recharge, stay overnight and check out some tourist attractions.
So that's another 270 kilometres down the road. So we're going to cover a little bit over 500 k's today. But essentially we want to try and get to Hay, and then we'll do some touristy things Sunday morning or tomorrow morning, and then we push on to West Wyalong. So sit back and enjoy the ride. We're having a quick lunch at the moment while the car is on charge. We have charged from 39% to 98%. Now it's time to push on to Hay. Time for a quick 10-minute break. We swap drivers. We arrived in Hay and put Yuki, the 62 kilowatt hour Nissan LEAF, on charge. Then we went to the Hay fish shop and pizza bar. Then we ordered a pizza and drinks. And because of no dining in due to COVID-19, we decided to eat the pizza back at the charger. The romance of a warm, balmy night eating pizza next to an EV charger. We charged from 12% to 96%. It took a little bit longer than usual, 99 minutes, due to a warm drive battery. Day 2, we had breakfast at the Black Sheep Cafe. Then we moved on to Shear Outback, and that's the Australian Shearers Hall of Fame. It's a museum dedicated to Australian shearing history. It has a great cafe and also has shearing demonstrations. We then visited Hay Jail. This is a heritage listed former prison. Our next leg of the trip is from Hay to West Wyalong, which is a bit over 250 kilometres. We're pushing on to West Wyalong. It's a stinking hot day. It's about 34 degrees Celsius.
It's only 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's only 11 o'clock. We have a northwesterly breeze. So it's very hot for Yuki. We're burning through the power a little bit. We have about 218 kilometres to West Wyalong, and it's saying 262 on the gasometer, so we'll just see how we go. So we'll catch up with you around lunchtime. We've burnt a lot of energy getting across the Hay Plains. But that's okay. We stopped at the local service station in Gulgawi, and Joy, the lovely attendant, was happy to let us plug in. As usual, while Yuki's charging, we have lunch at the Gulgawi pub. These are the charge stats on the slow charger, from 52 to 61% on a bloody hot day. Welcome to the Wathali silo art. Kaz has taken a couple of pictures. We called into the Fat Bob and Blonde Cafe and met the owner, Have a Chat Heather, who even took Yuki for a test drive. Welcome to West Wyalong, our final destination for day 2. We went straight to the caravan park and then we put Yuki on charge. These are Yuki EV's charging stats while we were having dinner at a local pub. Disaster strikes. We have a screw in the rear tyre, but it doesn't seem to be leaking, so we will push on. The Japanese LEAF does not come with a spare wheel. This is the next leg of our trip from West Wyalong down to Yass, a little bit over 200 kilometres away. Hi everyone, screw update. As you saw before, we had a screw at West Wyalong, and we've just checked it again 50 k's down the road at Barmedmen, And yeah, it looks all fine. And the good thing about a bloody screw is it's got thread on it. So because it's got thread on it, just leave it in the bloody tyre and it should be right. We've already put a bit of spit around it and it's not blowing bubbles. So we'll see if we can make it all the way back to Canberra. We have arrived in Yass and we still have the screw in the tyre, but that's okay. First of all, I'd like to thank the NRMA for rolling out all these free charges all over New South Wales. As you can see, they're well utilised, but the main point of this vlog is it doesn't matter whether you have a Leaf or a Tesla, you can still have a weekend getaway in an EV. And the main point is, as Australia opens up after COVID-19, is to get away and explore your own backyard. Whether it's the Black Sheep Cafe in Hay or Fat Bob and the Blonde Cafe in Wyalong, or it's Josh at the West Wyalong Caravan Park. Now it's time to get back on the road again and we'll do the last leg to Canberra. And here's the final charging stats for our 1,000-kilometre journey. Hi everybody, we're just going to do a quick wrap up of our 1,000-kilometre 3-day long weekend. And what was your favourite part, Kaz?
It would have to be with the Wyalong silo art, as well as sheer outback. Like the silo art was amazing. Sheer outback was good, it was very interesting. Yeah,
they were pretty good. They weren't too bad. And we met up with a lot of people in Hay and, you know, West Wyalong, Wyalong.
Yeah.
Have a chat, Heather.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a matter of connecting with country people, you know, and loveliest people. So yeah, we were happy with the whole 3-day weekend. It was really good, actually. So, but next we're going to chat about problems. We had the screw in the tyre at West Wyalong, but that wasn't leaking, so it wasn't a biggie. And then we had range problems. We had the range problem between Hay and West Wyalong, and that was a distance of a bit over 250 kilometres.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we left Hay with, must have been about 94%, and we got into West Wyalong with about 12. But remember that we actually cheated. We took on roughly 10% of charge at, where was it? Gulgowie. So, you know, if we didn't get that charge, we would have come into West Wyalong with a couple of percent left. And, you know, this is my point I've been pushing all along. It was only, you know, that 250, 260 kilometres. And that day, we were travelling across the Hay Plains. It was 36 degrees Celsius.
Yep.
We were pushing into a headwind as well. So the maximum range we would have got out of a 62 kilowatt hour E+ Nissan LEAF would have been probably about 270 kilometres. A big difference from the WTLP range of 385 and the EPA range of 370. You know, chuck those figures out the door. It's a matter of knowing your car and knowing the range you'll get from your car.
In all conditions.
And just chuck all the brochures out the window because they just don't count. It's how you drive, it's the conditions you drive in, and you'll only learn that with experience after you've been driving your EV for a while. And that's the most important thing I'd like to point out here.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, we better sign off. So, so what do they do, hun?
Check out our Twitter page, EV for me too.
And
leave comments down below.
Yep, leave comments down below. Hit and subscribe. Why did I say hit and subscribe? Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to know when a new vlog is uploaded. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.